Pakistan is severely under attack by suicide bombers. Between 2002 to 2009, 160 suicide bomb attacks were carried out in the country. Three settings were predominantly targeted: the security forces offices, open markets, and public gatherings. More than 3,000 Pakistani have been killed and about 6,000 others are wounded in these attacks. Suicide bombing in 2007 surpassed the last year's figures with 56 attacks. 800 people, including former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, were killed and 1,700 were wounded in this year. With 61 attacks, killing 890 people, the year 2008 keeps the highest suicide bombing record in Pakistan. Pakistani security forces and law enforcement agencies have been unsuccessful to find out the origin of these suicide bombings and the causes, but the Interior Minister is still satisfied by the performance of security agencies, and he said they will bring the culprit to justice.
I received the report from the FI team this evening, which I have already passed on to the Secretary Interior for further examination in consultation with the Ministry of Law. I must reassure the international community, Pakistan stands committed to bring the culprit to justice.
Recently, Pakistani Parliament signed a peace regulation with militants in Swat. Swat is the region which is known as the origin of militancy in Pakistan. This peace regulation was highly opposed not only by United States and Britain but also by some intellectuals of Pakistani society. But on the other hand, the Pakistani government officials have been saying this again and again, that if the peace is not maintained and the writ of government is again challenged, this peace regulation may be reviewed.
In fact, we have to ensure the writ of the government. And I have repeatedly said that we have endorsed the regulation. The President has endorsed the regulations only on a condition that whatever the agreement of the Jirga has been taken place with the provincial government, that they will restore peace and they would decommission themselves and they would lay down the arms. But in case the peace is not restored, then naturally the mandate is of the provincial government. They will sit there, they'll discuss with the Jirga, they'll discuss with all the political forces of their province, they'll discuss with Sufi Muhammad, and if the provincial government decides otherwise, or if the peace is not restored, certainly we have to review our policy.
On the other side, the victimization of suicide bombing is also a big challenge for Pakistani government to deal with. The families of the victims of these bomb blasts are still waiting for government assistance. This is the picture of Asif Ali. He was killed on 16th March in Pir Vadai suicide bomb. His 3 children and 1 widow are still waiting for the government assistance and Asif Ali, but there is nobody to support them. This is the house of the victim of a bomb blast in Pir Vadai last month on 16th March 2009. The victim Asif has 2 sons and 1 daughter. Nobody is now to supervise them and nobody is now to head them. The whole family is severely suffered by this incident. The war on terror is a big phenomenon and mystery to solve on, and many Pakistani people have been died in this war. Who is responsible of these deaths at the end of the day? This is the question to ask by the people who are ruling or who are heading the war on terror in all over the world. Wajid Raja, Birmingham City University.